Well, I'm outside here in the great state of Illinois and cleaning out the garage, and I got one of those, Miles, you know all about it, garage refrigerators.
Oh,
and,
yeah.
Just want to know what the boys think about what beer you should keep in there, and let's not talk about Busch if possible.
Oh, wow. What do you want them to say?
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm just curious. I mean, I think that would be the go-to answer. I'm curious what if there's just maybe like a deeper conversation, like sort of like a light summary, something that kind of hits all the things maybe people enjoy, but you like maybe have a couple different alternatives. So I mean, it certainly would have Busch in the crisper there. Don't worry about that.
Yeah. So here's what I'll go for, and then you can go after that. All right.
Okay,
so
sounds good.
In my garage fridge, if I don't have Busch Light in there and I got other stuff in there, all of the beers that are in there are stuff that people brought to my house at a party and left a couple stragglers. I woke up the next morning and you just throw it in the garage fridge, and all of a sudden you got a collection of just one or two random beers from what you've collected over the years. And some of them are probably overdue and some of them probably aren't. But either way, they're not leaving your fridge because you never know. You might have a buddy come over that's like, hey, you got one of those double chocolate triple IPA.
Oh, yeah. With
sours,
with the honey nut aftertaste.
Yeah. And you're like, well, actually, I had a, buddy with a screw loose that came over 2 years ago. He left it here. So, yeah, I got that coming right up, buddy.
Screw loose and a man bun.
Yeah.
And so you basically got the hodgepodge.
Yeah, it's like the junk drawer of fridges is the garage fridge.
It's like the make your own 6-pack, but...
Make your own 6-pack, yeah.
Adventure.
Some of it, do you have and you got expired beer in there too.
Well, I mean that's just a little extra flavor, right?
Yeah, that just adds. It's kind of like seasoning the pan,
and it's not skunky, right? It's funky. What I like to say. Oh, that beer's a little funky.
What about your overall fridge experience? You got like pickles in there. Do you have like some ketchup that's like spilled from like some food you got? Like you brought a burger home and it's got a little ketchup residue in there. Do you have some like old brats that are kind of that got that?
I mean, everything in that freezer is freezer burnt. It's been in there a while.
Wait, fridge or freezer?
Well, I got the fridge freezer combo.
Oh, nice.
Yeah,
nice.
And it's like there's a big block of ice that's built up in the freezer.
Yeah, where you can't even shut it.
Yeah,
it's like breaks a seal.
Yeah. So, what do you think of that, Todd? Do you have a few of those in your garage fridge?
Yeah, I've had that issue where, you put a little, like maybe some ice cream bars in there, and then maybe you try to plug in a space heater as well, and then forget about when the power shuts off, and it turns into a little bit of like an ice cream mess that re-gels in the freezer.
Yeah.
I keep a lot of those, jalapeno poppers and mott sticks in there with the air fryer.
There you go. Yeah. It's like anything.
Well, pickles is key, though.
Anything that you're not really going to cook, instead you're just going to reheat, goes in that freezer, right?
100%.
Charlie, what do you got in your garage fridge?
In my garage fridge, we got Liney's. That's kind of my go-to beer. That's what I got most beer of.
Is it like the standard Liney's or the summertime?
So
what are we talking
here's
about?
what I really like. I like Liney's Light, which is this beer that you can't get everywhere. You can honestly, I think, only get it over in like the Chippewa Falls area. Maybe you can get it all through Wisconsin. Can't find it often though. So I like to have that. That's like the
sweet treat for you.
It is. It's really good light beer. And then beyond that, it's very similar to Miles. It's a hodgepodge of things that people have brought over. But then also there's a lot of leftovers that have kind of been forgotten. Like a leftover gets to this, it's got this shelf life of like maybe a week where you're going to actually eat that leftover. And then after that, it's just you glaze over. It becomes part of the decor of the fridge.
Yeah. It's like now that is just part of the fridge.
Right. It's like, look, I got this new end table over here, but it's like, half of a burger from Cops or something.
Yeah,
it's a little hard and crispy, and I don't know why I wouldn't take the time to clean it out. I just haven't yet.
What do you mean you don't know why?
I mean, that says something about me, doesn't it?
I think you know why.
Well,
because our personalities, Charlie, we don't clean stuff very often.
is that part of a mediator too? I'm not a cleaner.
I don't know.
We're just not the cleanliness. I also think I kind of smell right now. Have you gotten a smell of me here?
No, I think that just might be the Juicy Lucy's.
Oh no, it's not smelling good. I think it's me. I don't get too close. Don't stand so close to me. That's gonna be tough. We're at the bar. Anyway, so that's kind of the inside of my garage fridge there, Todd.
Todd, what would you say are the top 3 things you gotta have in your garage fridge?
Well, I mean, certainly I think something that, anybody walks in, they can take it out and sip on it. So I'm going to go with, I'm going to go with like maybe for us out here in the Chicagoland area, a Goose Island 312 ale and definitely some pickles. I heard that a couple times. I think we always keep the gherkins around. Those are good. Just, stick your finger in there and get a couple out.
Yeah, I think it's important. You said it yourself. You said they can just come in and grab whatever they want. I think number 1 rule of a garage fridge is everything is fair game to anyone. If you're putting beer in the garage fridge, you got to be okay with your buddy just walking in through the garage, grabbing a beer and coming into the house and sitting on the couch without even asking,
Unspoken rules. Number 2 rule of the garage fridge, Todd, you touched on it just there. You must have pickles. You got to have a pickle jar. And it doesn't have to be
Door County pickles.
Oh, I'll take the Door County pickles all day. But one of my favorite things to do is actually get a pickle and put it in a beer. You ever do that?
We call that a beer and a spear, Charlie.
Beer and a spear. Todd, you get it in the beer and a spear action?
I can't say that I have. But what is the right combination of beer to spear?
And that's dealer's choice, honestly. But just any sort of
what I like to do is you take 1 spear of a pickle, toss it in there, and then you do a little like pickle bonus points. So just do a little wrist action splash of pickle juice in the beer.
Oh,
you know what I mean? So you pour up a beer, throw a spear in, and then you're like, whoops, and you accidentally just
get a little bit
of pickle juice in there, just a little splash, and all of a sudden you got yourself a pickle beer.
I like that a lot. Pickle beers, by the way, are pickle juice is very good for hangovers,
and it'll keep you from cramping as well.
Keeps you from cramping. And I got that whole pickle in the beer from my grandpa Bob. I saw him do that a few times. He also salt his beer, but then his doctor said you can't salt it. I think that was his loophole because there was salt in the pickles. But anyways, and then he had to use pepper because things got real bad. But he would always have to decorate the beer somehow. So anyway, have yourself a pickle jar in there.
What's another unwritten rule, Todd?
I don't know. I keep popsicles in there. The kind you flip off with a scissor in the freezer.
Oh, yeah. The little freezies or ice.
Freeze pops. Freeze pops are. I mean, that's good call. That is a garage freezer staple.
You ever slice the side of your mouth on one of those as a kid?
Yeah.
Felt like the Joker on Batman by the end of the time you're eating it, but it was so good it didn't matter.
Yeah.
Blood. Is it blood or is it the fruit punch flavor? I don't know.
And those were like, if they were a certain kind of hardness, you would like break your teeth kind of trying to get them open.
Yep. Or you would just hold it like a baseball bat so then you can get it to melt a little bit.
Yeah, but then would make your hand cold. So you put it, you kind of sit on it.
Your shirt, you hold it with your shirt. You ever did that?
Yeah. Yeah, man, those were good.
You got kids, Todd? Oh, you cut out. What was that? Oh. We're losing them.
Jeez, Todd, I think our connection is on life support right now. Let us know. Do you hear us, Todd?
Todd, are you in a tunnel? Tell us, are you in a tunnel? Where are you?
I am not in a tunnel. Can you hear me?
You're coming back. You got a pulse. Let us know. Do you have kids?
Oh, my God.
Oh,
there you are.
I do have 2 children ages 5 and 3.
Which one do you like more?
I'm not in a tunnel.
Todd, I
like them both this time.
Nice.
I was kind of hoping a little bit that you didn't have kids and you just were stocking your fridge with the ice pops, the freeze pops, just for yourself.
They've been
in there prior to the children.
Okay, I like that, Todd.
But you're going to want to get through those, though. They're not just a decoration. Don't be afraid of those. That's a good.
I won't.
Yeah. Or he probably just got the massive size one, so he's got 100 of them.
Yeah, you go to the store and you're like, oh my god, 1,000 freeze pops, and I can save $3
just in that big netted bag.
Yeah, I can save $3 on 1,000 freeze pops. How can I pass up on those kinds of savings?
What a deal, man!
Like that.
Well, Todd, I suppose it's about that time, fella.
Oh, I suppose it is.
Yeah.
Thank you both. Love your stuff. Charlie, I saw you house that bratwurst at the Bucks Bulls game a few weeks ago.
Oh,
Nice
did
work.
you? Yeah, that was fun.
Yeah, it did.
I housed it for sure. I offered AJ Dylan.
Well, it looked like they wanted to ask you a question.
They were trying to ask me.
It looked like they wanted to ask you a question, and no, sir.
Yeah, no, I was busy chewing. That was a lot of fun. Too bad the Bucks didn't make it, all the way to the championship this year. But we'll get them next year. And same with the Packers. And I'm sorry you're a Bears fan, Todd.
Yeah, well, say hello to your parents for me.
Okay. Yep.
Real good.
We'll see you
Love
soon.
you,
Watch
Todd.
for deer, pal.
I should go.
All right. That's the long goodbye. All right. See you, Todd.
Todd's a good guy. He
Genuine fella.
And I don't mean this in a creepy or weird way. I'd like to go to that guy's garage.
I'd like to go to
I'd
Todd's
like to hang
garage
out in his
too.
garage.
Hanging out in the garage, I feel like not enough people are doing it these days. I got myself a nice chair for the garage. I found it off the side of the road. But that's step one of getting your garage game up and going is have a nice chair, one you want to sit in.
Yeah, I would recommend buying chairs that you want to sit in.
Well, Miles, there are many chairs that people get just because they're free.
You know what, guys? This is good. Hey, let's keep this rolling. Guys, buy a bed you want to sleep in.
Bed is different than a chair. And also, it's good advice, yes, but I've slept in a bed just because it was free for a large number of years of my life.
Yeah, that makes sense, Charlie.
Same with chairs. It's like, how much is it? It's free. It's on the side of the road. You bring it in and you make it comfortable.
I like that. I like that about you, Charlie.
Yeah.
You're really a go-getter. You're not some guy who mediates stuff.
Thanks,
you're
pal.
usually on one
You think
side
so?
or the other. Yeah.
Think I did it?
Yeah.
Cool.
Hell yeah.